Evening, guys. You're all right? Sorry, I had a few tech issues there. I'll wait to see how many people actually come in once I put the new link up and that. So I do apologise, guys. Evening, guys. You're all right? How you doing? Sorry, guys. I'm having a few tech issues for some reason. For some reason, the live stream for the other one wouldn't work. So I can only apologise. I'm just going to go onto the link now. Oh, you're all well. I did debate actually not doing this one after speaking to Danny the other day, and I was going to think of cancelling it, but I thought we may as well do it anyway. Yeah. Hi, Jenny. Ryan, you're good? Oh, you're well? What time is it over there now anyway? What time is it in Canada right now? Oh, is it Colin or Jenny? 11 a.m. Wow, it is early. 11:06. Yeah, dead on. Right, I may as well get cracking over. At the moment, we've got 5 or 6 people in there. I need to try and share the link around, which I'm trying to do now. But I'll probably get my daughter to do that, to be fair. So I just thought I'd go for the trip from what I've booked, etc., and just have conversations about other things. And I'll try and keep an eye on the chat as well as we go. So I miss most people, as everyone knows. We're out on the 19th. We fly back on the 26th. Like I said yesterday on Danny's, in fact, not yesterday, on Friday on Danny's, should I say. We did the Bellagio for 2 nights, first of all. And like I said the other day, it was very much because we've always wanted to stay at the Bellagio. We're not going to keep our gold unless an absolute miracle happens, which means our resorts fees are waived because Aria, Bellagio, and Vdara, the 3 we always have to pay resort fees at. But obviously, because we're gold, we don't have to. And obviously, next time we won't be that. So we thought we'd stay at the Bellagio. So we've got 2 nights at the Bellagio, then going downtown to the Downtown Grand. So I've got a host down there who's really good. Kurt looks after us down there. I literally messaged him. I said, "Oh, can you book me 2 nights? Can we book 2 nights?" And then eventually I looked at it because I thought I'll do 2 nights there and then I'll go down to a Caesars property, maybe stay at Caesars property, or just do 3 nights at an MGM property. But honestly, getting comps that weekend is now an impossible. So I went back to him and said, "Look, you do us 3 nights." So he's put us in the same room we had last time, which is the Gallery Tower suite where you got on the corner where you got the windows and that, which was really good, amazing room. I went back to him asking for 3 nights. And he said, "Yeah, no drama," to give us 3 nights free. So can't complain there. And then we're back up to Aria. 2 nights in Aria, and then we've got obviously the group pull as well, which is on the 24th at 7:00. And that, I think I've got 1 spot left now, and that's it. So I can't really go over 15. So like I said, yes, the other day, that's what I've told Aria I'd do. Hi, Angie, Roger, you all right? Loved your one with Danny last night. I stayed up for that. It was really good. We'll have to have a beer when we're there. I think you're downtown, guys, aren't you? Once I get there on the 19th. I think you moved down to the Plaza. I think you said. So yeah. How many points to get back to gold? So I think I'm on 25,000. So I've got to get 50,000. So I did 4 nights at Luxor last time. I got 25,000. I can't see me making it. I really can't. I'll be very, very surprised if we make it. Hi, Crystal, you all right? Hope you're well. But yeah, I'll be very surprised if we make gold. But I have heard there is double points, so I don't know if that was on when I was there in April. So I'll have to check. So yeah, like I say, on the group pool at the Aria, like I said, I've still got 1 place. So if anyone's around, just give us a message and we'll get you on that. It'll be $100 buy-in, and we'll just do 10 spins and go from there. But yeah, we've got some good people. Yeah, Plaza starting the 90th. Uber can take us anywhere. That is true. Yeah, that is true. We're downtown anyway from the 21st. So yeah, we'll sort something out for definite, Roger. Like I say, I really enjoyed your thing with Danny last night. So yeah, it was really good. So for bookings of shows that I don't think we're going to go see Katy Perry. I was looking at it, and you took it. I think it was like $300 for the tickets, and I was like, I think I prefer to go and see or even that Big Apple. I've heard Big Apple's really good. Yeah, I know. I miss you, Crystal, as well. 100. That's like 50 pence. It probably is at the moment. You're right there with the conversion rate. But yeah, so what was I saying there? You lost my trail of thought now, don't you? Yeah, so we've got Spago booked as well on the 19th for our anniversary. I saw it on Ben Heath's vlog, and I was like, wow, that's absolutely amazing. I thought I'm definitely going to go there. We were going to go Prime or Prim, or however you pronounce it, and that. But to be honest, yeah, we thought we'd like it there because Steph doesn't really eat much. She'll eat a steak, but that's about it. And I know Prim is steak, but she'll have a steak somewhere else on the trip, and that. So I just wanted to keep her options open more than anything, and that. But the big one for us this trip to Austria is we want to go to loads of lounges. So we always go to Skyfall all the time. We've been there last 2 or 3 trips we've gone, and it's amazing. I personally haven't seen a better view in Vegas. I've heard a few people now say the Ghost Bar at Palms is the best view in Vegas. So my plan is to bounce around a few lounges, and I think this is where I'm gonna do a bit more vlogging. I might change something on vlogging. I'm very much. I do the same thing. I'll walk around with my camera. I'll talk crap for about 10 minutes. Let's be blatantly honest, and I'll do some slot play and that. But I can see that can get a bit monotonous to people. So I might change it. I might not. I'm not going to go out of my way to do it. But if it sits right, I might do some lounge reviews or something like that. But you better meet dress code. Cheers, Dave. Hey, I'm not that bad. I can dress up smart if I need to. So it's not too bad. We've got a reservation at the Ali 66 bar up in Resorts World because that looks amazing. I've not booked Ghost Bar yet, but I will do. Then we're going to go to Vanderpump because I've seen loads of people down at Vanderpump and it looks brilliant from what I've seen. Absolutely brilliant. Some of the cocktails in there, I'm like, wow. So we want to go Vanderpump. We'll try it in there, and then we went to the Sky Bar in Waldorf Astoria with Ben and Steve, and to be honest, we only had one cocktail in there, and I wasn't feeling very well that night, and neither was Steph. Before we went in there, so I think we might go back there. We might try that because the views in there are brilliant. Because it's mid strip. It's not high up, but it's still a good view in there. And then, believe it or not, I have never sat down in the Chandelier Bar and had a cocktail at Cosmo. Never. So we're gonna do that. We say it every trip. Right, we'll go to Cosmo, sit in the Chandelier Bar, and we're like, which Vanderpump? Dad, we're gonna go to the one in Caesars. I'm not gonna go over to the one at Paris. I think I'll go to the one at Caesars, unless somebody says the one. Has anyone been to the new Paris one? Anyone been new Paris? No, but the current plan is to go to the one in Caesars, unless somebody comments here and says, "Yeah, Caesars is a better drink menu." Roger, yeah, we'll definitely go for that one then. I believe we'll go over to Vanderpump because I don't. I think the new one in Paris has only just opened anyway. We did the Chandelier for the first time last year. It was nice. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks really nice. We've just never done it. And the only time I've ever gone into Cosmo is to drink and then just drink the espresso martinis and lemon drop martinis. And then go for there. I'm going 1st of November to the 9th, and all those I booked or planned in. Yeah, I just Steph found it last time when we went in December because we went for 10 nights. It was a lot slower. It was a hell of a lot slower for us. So because we had more time, we was like, oh, and we wanted to go around and just relax a bit rather than trying to bomb around like a tourist who's never been before. Because I always try and cram too much in. So we decided we want to go a few more lounges, chill out a little bit more. It's like we've been to Vegas once in August, but it's always been February or December that we normally go. So we've decided Steph wants a bit of pool time, which I'll get bored. I'll go down to the pool for about half an hour and then I'll be out of there. I can't sit by the pool. I'll get bored. So I'll leave Steph at the pool for a couple of hours and I'll just pop round and do that. Because Steph wants a lot more relaxing stuff. Same drink menu, Paris has a larger food menu. Yeah, I'm not going to really go for the food. So I think listening to everyone's comments there, I think it's definitely going to be the one at Caesars for that one. And then obviously when we go downtown, still hydrating, Danny. Even though I've done no fizz, car feels better though, Danny. So all good there. We're then going downtown to Downtown Grand. So I need to make sure I put some good coining into Downtown Grand. So I'm not going to, for casino play, I'm not going to really move away from there much. But I do want to go to Whiskey Liquor Up Bar. So I've just emailed them because I don't know if you can book tables at the bar. I've been in there before. I've never had to book, but I want to see if I can book one because I want to go and I think that's where I'm going to watch the NFL on the Sunday, on the 23rd. I was going to go to the game, but like I say, I feel Jack on Steph. Leaving her on her own while I go and watch football for 4.5 hours while we're in Vegas is a bit Jack, really. So I think we're going to go and watch it in there because Steph loves it in there. Hi, Laurie. All right. Hope you recovered from your weekend in London the other week. We're both in London the night before the Queen's wedding and Laura was out as well. And she said she wasn't feeling too good the next morning. So I hope she feels better now. Yeah, so we're probably going to watch the football at Whiskey Liquor Up Bar. Because like I said yesterday, we went to Circa and had a look at some of theirs prices. And I'm not paying $120 for me and Steph to go into Stadium Swim to watch it. And I'm not having a $500 minimum just for a seat in a sports book. And that I'm not bothered. Don't get me wrong, if it was Sheffield United in the FA Cup final or something like that, then I'd pay it. But not just to watch the one NFL game, which I could quite easily watch any time, really. So Oscars has a wicked happy hour for cocktails. Oh, happy hour, writing that down. I didn't know they did a happy hour at Oscars. I've been in Oscars once. We went there for the Zorkfest meal last year, which was really nice. But we only had one. We just had a beer at the bar before we went in for the food, and that was it. So I'll keep an eye out for that one. And like I say, that was it. That was what I was talking about. And I lost track on it. It was shows, weren't it? So I don't think we're going to go and see Katy Perry. So like I say, we're probably going to go. But anyone seen Big Apple? Roger, didn't you say you'd seen Big Apple and it was really good? I'm pretty sure Roger said that a couple of nights. So it's between O and Big Apple, I think, now at the moment. I think that's what we're going to go for. But we'll just decide. Georgia, whenever we've booked shows, we've always got there and then just booked it there and then. When we saw Michael Jackson, Love, they're really good. We love Mad Apple, yeah. I think, Langer said it as well. Yeah, I think that we saw Zuminati there, and that was really good. That was the first show we ever saw in Vegas. So yeah, New York's a good cinema as well. Guys, I hope you all have a great trip. Can't wait for the vlog. Yeah, cheers, Karen. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I say, I'm gutted. I missed so many people. I tried to change my flight yesterday. I went on, but with budget and the price it was going to cost me to the flight, it was going to be like another £1,000. And I'm like, £1,000 just to go a day earlier. I'm like, I can't justify that really. Not when the pound to dollar's gone down so much as it is, and it's cost us a lot more to get the same budget that we normally have. So we decided now we'll just leave it. We'll fly out on the 18th. But for those Brits, if there's any Brits in here and that, the one thing I do want to know, and Richard Chew asked this as well, is has anyone actually stayed at the Club Aspire Lounge in Heathrow? Because we always go to the number one lounge or we go to the Virgin one. So I'd be interested to see if anyone's actually been in there. Me and Richard have asked a few people, and nobody seems to have gone into it. Everyone seems to go number one or the Virgin Clubhouse. So if anyone's saying before I book it, because I'm going to book it tonight or tomorrow, and that, so let us know, because I think you've always got to go to the lounge. I think at Heathrow Airport, for example, if you went to a Wetherspoons, which is like a cheap chain of pubs in the UK, and you sit down in there, A, it's uncomfortable as hell. B, you're probably paying like £8-9 for a beer anyway, plus food on top. You may as well just pay for the lounge. Just pop it in to say hi. Hi, Kev, you're all right? And warm up the slops for you. Yeah, don't warm up too much. There needs to be something left, Kev, for when I get there, yeah? It's about time I got a hand pay. In fact, Kev, you had a hand pay yet? I think you owed you a hand pay as well, aren't you? Yeah, hopefully there'll be some good luck for everyone over the next week or so. And there is one good thing about going when everyone's already there and we're going a week later is we're going to get some great vlogs next week, I think. Seeing everyone's vlogs pop up and that is a real good lead up to our trip. So I'm really looking forward to that. I definitely think I'm going to do one of these with guest Danny next time, because it's me just on permanent send. It's like flipping heck. You don't realize I've only done one of these once before, and I can't remember it being on permanent send so much. No Hampe, Danny and Ryan promise they will put that right. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll get one on the group poll. That's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully we get one on the group poll and everyone comes up on that. That's the plan. One thing I'll put out. So I saw Romeo on Danny's last night. I don't know if anyone's seen him. Right, his channel's called Vegas My Way, and I just had a quick glance on it because he's always commenting on my stuff and that, and I didn't realize he had a channel, and I went on it yesterday. That is one of the best. If anyone's seen it, have a look at his intro. If you don't watch anything else, watch his intro. That is one of the best intros I think I've ever seen. I'm not going to spoil it, but no, one of the best. And it's literally, the intro is like 15, 20 seconds, if that. And it's one of the best intros I've ever seen. You can find with Ben and Steve. You need another. Oh, I wish so. Ben gets. I think Ben fly. When does Ben fly? I can't remember, but I'm missing by 2 days. And then Steve, the plane I land on is a plane he gets to leave. And I'm like, great. And that was another reason to try to change it. We wanted to try and get there together, but Aspire was Feb this year. What was it like? What was Aspire like? Any good? Yeah, I'll come back to that comment. Casero is good for cheap drinks. They do random $1 beers, $5 Miros, and $4 spirit mixes. Gets you going. Yeah, that's true. Anything cheap like that. So actually, if I'm gambling, obviously we're not paying for drinks anyway, as everyone knows. But I don't go out of my way looking for cheap drinks. I just, if I want a drink, I'll go get one. It's like, even to the extent that when I'm in, say I'm in, I don't know, Mandalay Bay or somewhere like that, I'll go to the bar there and what you call it, and just go and buy one, because I can't bother waiting, to be fair. But it is annoying. But I was watching Eddie and Heather last night, and they said some of the drink service was absolutely shocking. It was a good lounge, but COVID measures still in place. I can't say it was incredible, Roger. Right, I think I might just go for the number one lounge and wait until somebody vlogs in there or something like that, and go for that. But yeah, so what's Romeo's intro as well? So obviously, want to watch the NFL and that, is it? So obviously, I'm thinking of going whiskey liquor up at Binion's and that. Does anyone know anywhere else that's good downtown to watch the NFL in bars, other than Circa, obviously, because it's absolutely extortion and that? Because the sports booking downtown Grand is like probably the size of my dining room, tiny. So I probably can't go there. So if anyone thinks of anything downtown, whack it in the chat, and then hopefully. We always bring a large drink from the room to cover when drink service. That's not a bad shout. So that's one thing I've never done. I've never stocked up. I see lots of people do it. I've never stocked up my room with beer or anything. I've never done. The only thing we put in the room is water. I'm probably missing a trick, to be fair. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, Roger, to be honest with you. I might start doing that. But it's a drink beer. But I always get a bad hangover off beer. So normally I'm on I don't really get. I get levered on spirits, obviously, like any guy. But I don't get a hangover really. If I drink gin and tonics all night, that's it. I won't get a hangover at all. I can just crack straight on. And the only time I really get hangovers, like I say, is with beer. And if I go stupid and like have a freaking martini, a gin and tonic, vodka, if I start drinking vodka, I'm steaming, because I don't drink vodka because I don't like it. However, I have been known when I'm absolutely steaming to just order vodka lemonade or a vodka Sprite or something, and just drink it just for the sake of it. Things you do when you're levered here. So yeah, if you ever see me do that, then I'm knackered. I never seem to get drink service at machines despite playing. So annoying. Yeah, it can be at times, Laura. It really can. I think Mandalay Bay. The point is, Mandalay Bay. Obviously, I like Dragon Link. That's one of my favorite machines, just because. Hi, Richard, you're right. Mainly due to the fact that you always win on it. Let's be honest. Or it keeps you ticking over more often. Now, you put $100 in Dragon Link. If you're betting around, so I usually average about $2.50, $3 a spin. on average. I like doing the old 50 cents, $5 thing. Matt told me about that, and it worked really well on that carousel in Mandalay Bay the last 2 trips. And it's that carousel is literally right bang next to where the waitress is walking in and out, and that. So I'm usually around there. The Buffaloes are around there, which I like to go on. What's the train one called? All Aboard. Steph loves the All Aboards. That's around there. So, Bar Canada. Where's Bar Canada, Danny? I was in a Bar Canada Bar Canada. Yeah, I know, in the D, upstairs in the D. Yeah, I know now. I might have a look in there if I can't get it on at Binions. But yeah, so Mandalay Bay I've always had good service there. You enjoying all right? Can't wait for your vlog. Literally, Steph's just popped out to meet a friend. Literally, as soon as she gets back, that's it. We'll be straight on that. And then I think we've got Darren and Sally's as well tonight. So all's good. Yeah, some good vlogs out there at the moment. I'm really looking forward to watching some. Like I say, as build up. So Mandalay Bay's already going. Luxor was hit and miss when I was there. That wasn't too bad for drink service. New York, I've never done too bad in there for drink service. Park MGM, usually all right as well. Ones where I don't do well in, to be honest with you, is Bellagio. I never seem to get a drink in Bellagio. I said me and Matt were in there putting loads of money in the other in April and what was it, December, and we didn't really get a drink. Best spot to get free drinks at Mandalay. Yeah, it is. Not literally the best place. So yeah, I might try Bar Canada. I've never actually been in there. Danny. So I'll definitely have to try that 100%. And like I say, I was going to talk about favourite slots and that. So a few people put in what you think your favourite slots are and things like that. And I want to see if anything comes out that I thought, I've not played that, and I'll go and look for that. And that, because like I say, Dragon Link, Buffalo. I need to try that new Huff and Puff. That more Huff and Puff. People seem to be hitting some right ones on that. Absolutely, some of the bonuses, and not even big bets. Not even big bets either. It's like 250 bets, and people are winning hundreds on it, and it seems to give you quite a lot of bonuses as well for your $100. That does. That got to stay away from them bag machines though. Really, I've got to stay away from them. You see them and you just zone in straight away. That bag's big. Or it's due to go. It's got to go. Got to stop doing that. So John, Buffalo Grand, yeah, can't be a big book. I want to try the Buffalo Wild. I saw that on Lindsay and Michaels, and I've not played that because I've already wrote that one down. Because I definitely need to have a look at that. I'm trying to think what else we usually play. That's pretty much it, really. I can see how people can get bored of people playing Dragon Link all the time and Buffaloes, but maybe that cash at Resorts, we'll have to try that. My favourite is Little Shop of Horrors, always wins. See, I played that, Laura, after seeing it on Lindsay and Michaels in the Downtown Grand in December, and it was literally the last spin. I got a bonus just to win my money back, which, don't get me wrong, you can't complain. It was on the last spin. So I won it then. I then put some more money in the day after, and I went through it pretty quick. So I was about $100 down on that machine, which doesn't sound much, but when your budget's only about anything between $600 and $700 anyway, yeah, you're going through it. Everyone go give Gaz a thumbs up. Oh, cheers, Danny. Thank you very much, mate. Little Shot was amazing for me on Max Bet, shockingly. All right. Maybe I need to go back to that and try that again. I'll have to try that. Definitely have to go that. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a bit of Q&A now. Obviously, I've spoken about my trip and it's all been me. And that's nobody wants to talk about me because it's boring. And that. So I've got a few questions that were and then so if you want to whack any questions in the chat, whack them in. I'll answer them. Anything Vegas. Bar one I've got that's non-Vegas that Ben Long's asked me, which was, will Sheffield United go up this season? So for any English football fans, we're in the EFL, which is the championship to everyone, which is one below the Premier League. Currently, we're top of the league. How, when we've had 1 point out of the last possible 9, I don't know. But we're still top of the league. So, Ben, do I think Sheffield United go up? I don't know. We'll find somewhere to chuck it away somehow. We've got nine first-team players. I don't think it'll happen. If you can find it, I love the Goonies, but I'll be all over Buffalo Gold and Huff and Morpuff after Matt Spears members group will win. Yeah, that's true. Buffalo Gold. I've never done well on Buffalo Gold, really. Steph does. Steph gets some really good line hits on it. Not so much bonus hits, but she does really. She just does really well on the line hits. But I can't hit it. I can never get them. What does Darren call them? Helmets. I call them gold heads or gold buffaloes. Darren calls them gold helmets. I never heard it. I remember the first time I heard him say that, I chuckled. So Richard says, old Firelink for me at $2 a spin on 10 cents dinner. I seem to do well on that. I do like Firelink. I do play that sometimes. Sadly, Richard knows. Right. That's one that you like as well then, Danny, I'm guessing. So one from Heather and Eddie is, what is your must do in Vegas? So I was talking to Steph about this earlier, and we always go, and it sounds mental, maybe the Brits will realise this a bit more, is we always go to the North Outlet, always. Or because some of the offers you get there are unbelievable. Steph likes her handbags and that, and she can get a handbag from there for like a third of the price that we pay for it over here. Don't get me wrong, the offers aren't going to be as good now because obviously the exchange rate's dipped, but there's no way Steph will let me go to Vegas without going to the North Outlet. Not a chance. So we always end up there. We always do some sort of show, and that, and must do is just enjoy it. It's our break, just me and Steph, when I'm with Steph, and that's it's our holiday without the kids. To be honest, our kids are, I think they're 15, 16, and 19 now, so it's very much our break. So we just like to relax, and that's why December was so much better than any trip we've been on. Take the gambling aside, which we did really well on. It was a great trip because we had 10 days of just relaxing. Really enjoyed it. But what must do in Vegas, yeah, just being in Vegas is enough for us, to be honest with you. I've got an Excel spreadsheet of everything I want to do in that, but let's be honest, I'll give it 2 days and it'll go to rats anyway, and we'll be doing random things because that's just what happens with Vegas, isn't it? You come up with the best plans in the world, but A, it's how you feel on the day, and B, it's like, oh, I'll just go in here, I'll just do it, and time just goes. I think we're all that. Yeah, John, I've seen that you're there for January next year. That should be good, that. That should be really good. We enjoy it. And then Tim and Matt asked us, what's the earliest memory? So, believe it or not, we never went to Vegas until 2018. So, going back for earliest memory of Vegas isn't hard for me and Steph. So, the biggest thing I remember, and Steph still goes on about it today, we flew in with Virgin. We booked a package holiday the first time we went. We stayed at Tropicana. Never stepped in Tropicana since, by the way. Probably should go and see what it's like. Now they've just sold it to Bally's, I believe, I've seen today. Anyway, different story. And then, literally, as soon as we got there, we walked the strip, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I was in awe, and Steph just shimmed the whole way down the strip. So we walked all the way from Tropicana down MGM Grand Side, all the way down to the Bellagio at night. It was probably, by the time we got to the hotel, checked in, and that was probably about 7 o'clock. And I was like, bloody hell, this is amazing. And I literally fell in love with Vegas literally from that minute. And ever since then, other than COVID, I've gone twice a year, and absolutely love it. And that's probably, like I say, Steph just wins because we'd been up then. Everyone knows when you fly from the UK. I think because we were so excited, we was up at UK time 4 a.m. anyway. By the time you land in Vegas, it's like it's about 2 a.m., maybe 1 a.m. UK time. So you've already been up nearly 24 hours as soon as you land. And then I've made her walk all the way down there. Yeah, she weren't happy about that. She really weren't. So that's all the questions I got from previously. Has anyone got any questions for the chat? So, like I said, this won't be long anyway tonight. Like I said, I spoke about a lot of things with Danny the other day, and I'd just like to say thank you tonight because honestly, that was really good. I really enjoyed it. And that, so yeah, if you've got anything, whack it in the chat. Thanks for the 24 people we've got in here. That's really much appreciated. Thanks for watching, especially considering there's no link out there either because I mucked up. And that. Is there any way you're still looking to stay in the future? Yeah, John, Resorts World. When I'm at Downtown Grand, I'm going to spend this Saturday evening, which I can't remember what day it is off the top of my head, but the Saturday evening, I think it's the 22nd. We're going to spend that in Resorts World. So I was in there with Lee and Anna Hastings on the last trip, and I probably only went through about 100. I only gambled with about $100, and didn't put much in, and they're still offering me 30% off and things like that. But I want to see if I can get some comps there because I like Resorts World. the only drama results was it's a bit out of the way. But to honest, I'd use it the same as a Downtown Grand, as in it gets me away from MGM for a few days while the 72-hour thing you've got to do. So I'd love to stay at Resorts World. I like the property. I think the drink service is amazing in there. Whenever I've been in there, it's very much, in my opinion, I think it's great. They walk around with them freaking buggies, don't they, with all the beers in and that. So if you want a beer, you don't want anything else. Unless the massive trolley's just full of beers. It's like, oh, can I have 2 beers? Yeah, no dramas. All right, there's $5. You know what I mean? You can't whinge it. And the centre bar that's in the middle of the casino, the cocktails from there are amazing. Me, Lee, and Anna were in there for about 4 hours just drinking cocktails. And it was brilliant. The espresso martini is probably the best espresso martini I've had at that place. I loved it. So yeah, probably Resorts World, John. I think that's where I need to stay next. Evening, Lisa. You all right? We're there just for 7 days. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we get there the 19th and then leave on the 26th. Hi, Mark. You all right? Any suggestions for Christmas lunch and a good place to watch fireworks on New Year's Eve? So, Mark, I've never been there. We left 2 days before Christmas last time, so maybe somebody else can do that. I know Matt watched them for what's it called? Somethingville at Flamingo. I can't remember what it's called. And the view seemed to be good from there. I can't remember what it's called now. I can't remember, but he watched it from Flamingo at a bar in Flamingo. But I can't remember how much he paid and that for it. But yeah, I couldn't advise you, Mark, because I've not Margaritaville. That's it. That's where he stayed, Mark. And it seemed to be a good view from there. But personally, I'm not sure. Maybe some other people can comment where it's good to watch. For a half pint from me and Ryan, not Kevo. Cheers, Danny. Thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah, I'll definitely be toasting you on that one, mate. Like I say, I'm gutted I miss you. Miss you by literally a day. Yeah, I am a bit gutted. But yeah, thanks for that. Thank you very much for the super chat, Danny. The Kirks. Oh, you're all well. Hope you've recovered from last night. Yeah, I can't wait to be back in Vegas. Hopefully, in a couple of years, we'll have you back in Vegas. We're also set about great drinks, cocktails free if you're playing bar top games. Yeah, totally agree. Don't know why more casinos aren't adopting the cart method. Yeah, me either. That's easy. Or maybe is it too easy, Ryan, because people get too many beers and they're then fishing out beers maybe more. That's the only reason I can think. But for keeping clientele happy, 100%, it's an easy. But can you imagine somewhere, I'm trying to think, Mandalay Bay would be all right for a cart because it's really well spread out. But can you imagine doing a cart in Cosmo? I don't think, but then again, drink service is good in Cosmo, so I don't think they'd have to do it. We like Resorts World for a few relaxing nights after some centre strip. Yeah, 100%. Jimmy Buffet, was it not? I don't know what you mean there. Mark, if you can get it, I bet Ghost Bar New Year's Eve will be incredible. Yeah, I'll agree there. From what like I say, I've not been there, but Matt said to me, he goes, it's the best view in Vegas. And I'm a bit reluctant on best view in Vegas until I've been there myself. But I love Skyfall. I remember the first time I went up Skyfall, I was like, wow, this is amazing. The view up there. Me and Steph, first time we sat up there for about 4 or 5 hours. And honestly, I was just in awe. I was like, I wouldn't want to be any other place with any other person at that time, to be honest with you, because it was absolutely amazing. The Casa Herrera promotional beers and ciders, so it's based on what they get from their distributors. So a ton of folks taking and not tipping, mostly Canadians. Bloody hell, Danny. There's always a dig, isn't there? Love the little digs. Who's that aimed at, Danny? Joshua, some Brits are bad. So now I've been to Vegas a few times, and obviously people I went to school with, etc. They were talking to me and saying, "Oh, why do you tip? Why do you tip? If she's just bringing you a drink?" And I was like, "You don't get it. That's how they earn their money." And I can see why people. I saw something. I think it was on Twitter or somewhere. It was on some social media where people were blanketing Brits saying, "Oh, they don't tip. They don't tip." I agree. Some don't tip, but we're not all like that. So most of us get it now, and that I don't. I don't agree with blanketing anyone, to be honest with you. Probably Alberta. Specifically, I've heard they are horrible. Hey, I love Alberta. Been there loads of times. Mark, I say we can dream. Pats the bar on the front of Paris as potentially cheap. Yeah, very true. Right. Unless anyone's got any more questions, I'll probably cut this short. I say it's been 35 minutes. Like I say, I spoke a lot on a couple of days ago with Danny and that. I think next time I do this, I think hopefully it doesn't. You're from Alberta. I didn't know you're from Alberta, Ryan. Whereabouts? Yes, PM me whereabouts. I say, Lethbridge. I love Lethbridge. Lethbridge is amazing on the leather, on the lash light. Yeah, absolutely levered. Calgary. Yeah, we always fly into Calgary and then we've got that massive drive all the way down to Suffield. Bloody about 3 hours on a thingy. But Calgary's good on the lash as well. I live in Lethbridge. Yeah, Lethbridge is great. That if we didn't go Medout, that's where we went. That was really good. Right, guys, I'm gonna let you all go because there's Darren and Sally's to watch. There's John's to watch. There's loads of vlogs out there. Like I say, I hope everyone who's in Vegas enjoys it. Have a great time. Like I say, I'm gutted I missed you by a week, but I'm there. Hopefully, Roger and Angie, hopefully I'll see you there. I'll probably just give you a message or something when we're there, and we'll meet up for a few beers because I think we could have a good time. Get absolutely levered and hopefully win some money. Fingers crossed. But anyway, and we tip. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Right, have a great trip, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Take care.